So we made sure to save 5 so that we've got Key for one of the claws and Bastion for Zed. And this is why we run Key Guardian too. Imagine if we drew the other Key Guardian here. That would be super crazy, wouldn't it?
Skill and grace to tear your breath away.
Whee! Well, that's pretty nuts, huh? Do you think this deck is tier 1? I think it's tier 0. I don't know. I'm still making some misplays, but I think it's got favorable matchups into everything. I don't think there's anything that counters this. I honestly don't think there's a single thing. Like, you do have to play it well, but it hard stomps aggro decks. It hard stomps like mid-range decks. It hard stomps control and combo. Even stuff like Flash Freeze. If you play it well, you do need to play it well against stuff like Flash Freeze or Frostbite decks, but you still beat Frostbite decks. I think I beat like every Frostbite deck. I don't think we ever get punished by playing Zed here, right?
I am the blade
And like, this is the matchup where Zed is just categorically completely insane. Like, what does he do right now? Like, think about it. What could he possibly do right now where Zed doesn't completely fuck him? He is completely fucked. That's the best thing. The best thing is to develop a chump blocker. Okay. It's a good start. I probably could have Bastioned. It's like, it's kind of risky because he could have like some weird combat trick. Is there a risk to playing Mentor here? What spells could he actually punish us here? How could he force us to need more than one Bastion right now? Fury was open? Yeah, exactly. It was Fury. I don't think Karma Anivia runs Fury. That's the thing. Avalanche into Brittle Steel. I mean, if he's got Brittle Steel, he'll be fine Brittle Stealing anyway, right? I guess I do want to completely brick Brittle Steel, so I could just like Bastion Pale Cascade right now. Avalanche? We laugh at Avalanche, guys. Avalanche doesn't threaten anything. Avalanche double Brittle Steel? Is that the hand? Avalanche Troll Chant Brittle. Like, look at this. Look at what's happening here. On the stack, Avalanche is first. They're, like, we counter with Bastion. He just deleted his own blocker. Now his best bet is to take a Brittle here. I think, honestly, it's probably incorrect for us to gem given that. I don't know. Why does it matter? I do want Sithri emote with this deck. Like, this is fucking dumb. This is so stupid. Like, there's nothing that could have punished us for playing the Mentor there. I think the Avalanche was probably... He had to hope we didn't have Bastion. He had no other choice there. He's dead on 6. Just by the way, he is dead on 6. Yeah, I mean, we can just bank him out or whatever. Just, I don't know. I mean, try willing me. Do it. Will of Ionia. Slap me. Fuck me up. I can Lee Sin here. I don't think there's really anything that punishes Lee Sin. Can I just Zenith Blade already? Is it time? We only have one more Bastion. What's he gonna do? I think Zenith Blading here is like an absolute Giga Troll play. I do want to kill him this turn, but unfortunately it just is a really bad play. Man, I really want to kill him this turn. It's unfortunate it's like a game-losing play. It's really funny. Let me just... This is a bad play, but I can't help myself because this is just too funny. I don't do plays like this when I'm not streaming, but it's just funny, dude. What punishes it is like Will plus Palm, right? Will plus Palm is easy. Oh yeah, no, you can deny me all day, buddy. Get me. Do me. That's so good. Deny plus like Iceveil Archer. Iceveil Archer is actually a punish. Alright. So he needs to play, if he has something that can get out of Bastion, he would need to play it there. I mean, I guess we can just Lee Sin now, right? It was really funny that we played Zenith Blade first. Whatever. This is fine. We no longer have the ability to blow out against a lot of hands, unfortunately. So we might as well slow play at this point since he stopped the Zenith. Since if he has, like, if you look at any of the responses that Bastion counters, he would still be able to survive this turn. That's the problem. At this point, now that, like, we don't have the ability to kill him this turn, so we're forced into slow playing. Unless he doesn't have an answer, and then in which case we're killing him this turn regardless of his answer or not, right?
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Does not look good, pal.
I'll see this through. Conflict is
Double
all
gem
in the
Zed.
mind.
I mean, double gemming Zed is funny. It really, I'm gonna be honest, it really doesn't matter.
What are you?
But that's how we have to see Zed in this deck. It just gives this deck another way to completely nut out, right? I guess I'm supposed to single gem Zed. Single gem Zed and then single gem Lee Sin. That is better, sure. I don't see a way this game is throwable, but you know what? That is a famous last words kind of thing. All right, this is fascinating. Cool. All right, so he attacks here. His Anivia's deal 1 to all enemies in the enemy nexus. Okay, great. So it's basically what do we call that? A 7-mana misfortune. So I'm gonna do one of these, and I'm gonna stop his Anivia from resing, and I'll do one of these, and I'll stop his lifesteal, and I've got barrier, and I will just kind of fuck him. We'll just do this.
Endless cold, endless peace.
I go back.
Why'd you block with Lee? Oh, I wasn't really paying attention. Ah, who cares? What are the odds of us actually losing to me not paying attention there? We've got another Lee, guys. What's the worst that could happen? He's at 2 health. Okay. Obviously, okay. Look, listen. I'm trying to do a bit. I'm trying to meme on this guy. You're right. Blocking with that Lee there was that was, I'll admit, I'll be the first to admit, that was a little questionable. Okay? That was a little questionable. You guys are right. Whee! Oh, look! A Shadow Clone with Bastion! Woo! What's the out here?
They will all learn to fear my.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Meta. I agree. This is very dumb. I don't know, dude. I'm having fun optimizing this deck. It's a really degenerate deck. Like, this ladder right now is pure degeneracy. Am I the only one? Come on. Whoever among, like, look, listen. It gets old. I think it's, for me, very fun for a couple of days. I would never recommend this meta. As a designer, I never would force this meta. I'm able to enjoy it for a while before it gets old. Because also solving this deck build is actually really interesting too. Have you won versus Pirate Aggro once today? Yeah. Yeah. I'm positive versus the aggro version. The TF version is the one that gives me a bit more trouble, I think. Actually might be forced to spacey now, right? Crescent Strike actually feels nice, but I think the Serpent will be better this early.
Another spark.
This might be a mistake. This is the very classic noob mistake, which is like choosing Serpent over Crescent. Like, Crescent is kind of like a bit of a win game button. And Serpent is kind of like a I trade for a Legion Grenadier button. Which is like, I mean, it's funny. It's really funny that it trades for a Grenadier.
That's new.
Attacking with this basically lets his Misfortune attack on 3. I can't really have that. No, I cannot. I guess it's just the 1/1 that gets it in. Serpent makes Sketcher 100 times better. This deck is really interesting and worth a dive. Sucks the meta's like this, but at least the deck is sick. Yeah. It could have been a lot worse, guys. We could have been stuck with a much more toxic deck. Could have been so much worse. I guess I'm just Zenith blading this. Feels pretty good. His attack is basically entirely shut down here, especially because like enabling guiding touch on the unit feels really good. And like I would just gem to heal it back up. Oh, okay. Whee! I mean we take these. That's I don't know about that attack. Does not feel good. We can't Zenith Blade it. What are we doing here? We can like gem into Mentor. He's running MFGP, so he's not going to be running like Death Sand and Flock and stuff. It's just Make It Rain that we have to play around, not even TF. Yeah, gem into Mentor looks fine. Fervor. Yeah, but if he's going to Fervor for this, then I'm really happy. Let's like gem Burst Pass. It's probably going to be Mentor, but we see what he does first. So if I play Mentor, a common line is he just does a Make It Rain. Mentor feeds right away. I mean, he has Make It Rain here. I'm looking at actually a pretty good pass, honestly. His pass kind of seems sweet. I'm okay burning his mana there. I don't actually need to take an attack or anything weird here. Pull Keg. Just attack with Goat and pull Keg. You're what? You're dealing potentially a bit of damage. You're not getting... It's so interesting. So it doesn't get the strike off, right? No. It should get the strike off. Yeah, attack with Goat's probably a bit better there. I don't know if I actually need the gem in this matchup. I feel like I know it's weird, but I might actually gain more value out of burning his mana there. Wow, this guy's kind of trolling, right? I mean, I can just Zenith this again, I think. I can't think of any reason I couldn't just Zenith this again. What's the hand state? Double Make It Rain. So his Make It Rain deals 3 on the Zenith stack. Then I like Guiding Touch, and then he does the other Make It Rain, and then I Bastion, and then we laugh. That seems good. Not pulling Keg for face damage is trolling. But what do we get by unlocking his mana there? I guess Bastion first is a bit better. I mean, it's always going to stop the bigger one first. Yeah, attacking there is definitely better. It does draw me the gem too. Because it counts as a strike, right? Even though... So I'm talking about if he would Make It Rain on the attack. I mean, I'll make him Fervor. This is going to feel like a really bad Fervor. I'll literally, like, force him to Fervor my fucking Goat. Do it. Fervor me. Like, what do you do against this? What actually do you do? Oh, another one. Ooh. I mean, I'll just open with Gem. He can't stop me without Fervor, right? So I guess it's better to open with, like... I mean, his Make It Rain doesn't stop this goat. Yeah, I'll just play another goat. We'll just keep fucking goating. Why the hell not?
I rarely forget and never forget.
So he has to, like, Make It Rain twice. I mean, there's nothing that compels him to Make It Rain before my attack. Mentor before goat might get slightly more value. Does it?
Speak, stars. Speak, I say.
I don't think we can skip the Mentor here. So it's got to be second Make It Rain for him, right? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Recall feels unsurprisingly bad. This is to nobody's surprise, guys. I agree. Recall doesn't feel good. Ooh. Like... He needs second Gangplank now? Ooh, but second Gangplank's no good now. Ooh, it's no good. Wow, this guy's fucked. Jesus Christ. Ooh.
Trying won't do any good.
And this is a really stupid deck. I don't know, man. The problem with this deck is it's not a snowflake deck. Like, when I made the Zed standalone deck, that was pretty snowflakey, right? But, like, everyone and their mom is playing this deck. So I'm like, if I'm just jamming this, I'm another, like, fucking Zed lead jammer, right? I'm just another face in the crowd. That doesn't feel good.
Keep up, keep up.
We know we're deep meting this turn no matter what. I mean, the goat can threaten the gangplank. I think I'm just kind of like trading off my little goat though. Which seems a lot better.
For the glory of Noxus.
Little goat, little goat. So at 3 mana, we just have to play around Gangplank's parlay and make it rain hands, right? So I think I'm just gonna gem this one to heal it twice. Because what we're always doing is we're always blocking this to this. Like that. 9. I wonder if he could do like 9 in some weird way. Alright, looks like I'm just shoving my goat inside of him, really. Right? Wow. This is a pretty nuts goat! Looks like I'm just open attacking for like kind of beyond lethal here. Let's see what he does to this. We'll keep responses. Yeah. It's a pretty good deck. Can we call this, you know, when we're talking about this meta, can we call this Legends of Runeterra's very own GOAT format? This is a Yu-Gi-Oh meme. There's an old school Yu-Gi-Oh format that's very favored by people called the GOAT format because of Scapegoat. And this is kind of the same thing. It's a GOAT format.